Chris Gore, are you here in this service? I know you were here the first service. He had a great story. Great story. He was in Mexico City. He's on our staff now. He's from New Zealand, came to the School of Ministry. He was coming through customs with a little concern, prayed about what booth he should go to. He saw this lady, went to her, and when he came up to the counter with his daughter, they put their passports out with a visa. And the visa, actually, it's a religious service visa or something like that. Anyway, they have the name of the church that he's a part of. And so the gal opens and says, Bethel Church. He says, what do you do there? And he said he works in the healing rooms and helps to head up that ministry with Joaquin here. And she said, you guys have a prayer house there, don't you? And he says, yeah, it's 24/7. It's open all 24 hours a day. It's a place where people come and pray. And she said, I had a friend who had cancer, and she drove up from San Francisco, and when she walked into the doors of the prayer house, all the cancer disappeared. Come on. And then made a nice comment to him, stamped the passport, and said, welcome home, you know, as he comes in. Isn't that amazing? Oh. And I want to know what customs official that was, because I want to make sure I run into her next time. That's awesome. You know, we've had so many miracles just at the prayer house. Unusual things have taken place through the years. People have literally been healed in the pool of Bethesda. One guy with a broken leg that wouldn't heal, a year and a half stayed broken. Bones would never connect. They would never grow together. And he just walked into the pool and came out completely whole. Lupus for 16 years. So much stuff. So God's just good. And we're learning to host the presence of the Lord. And as that happens, more and more stuff happens by accident than ever used to happen on purpose, right? We had somebody, as soon as I got home, Friday night, I spoke at Jesus Culture Friday morning and night. And when I got home, I had an email, a message actually on Facebook that mentioned they were watching from Bogota and got healed. They had a lung condition that got healed watching the thing on Bethel TV. So that's so cool. We've had other reports from all over the world, literally all over the world. And it's just great encouragement. One of my favorite stories, though, is did any of you see the paper in the article, I think it was Thursday, a paper at Record Searchlight about the Jesus Culture thing? Put some of you are nodding your heads. Your hands work? There we go. Good. The Lord, we had teams go out Thursday afternoon, Thursday or Friday, I forget which, and they went out, treasure hunt teams to look for people to pray for. And there was a gentleman there that they found sitting on a park bench. And he saw them, and he says, I know who you are. He says, I read the newspaper article about you, and I need a healing in my knee. So I came here and sat on the park bench waiting for our team to come along. Is that awesome? It wasn't too many months ago we had somebody, a woman, who schedules her, we heard this through our treasure hunt teams, our teams of people that just go out looking for conditions. God will give them clues of who to pray for, And so they look for people to pray for. And this gal notified the team. She says, oh yeah, she says, I arranged my shopping day to Thursday because I know that's the day the teams go out because I hope people will find me as a treasure and pray for me. So because during the School of Ministry year, we send teams out on Thursday. And so she figured it out. It's kind of like the folks that lived by Peter when he would walk to the temple and they saw people get healed when he goes by. So they just started laying bodies out there, So now we got the report going on that there's teams out on Thursday, and then this last week, a man went and sat on a park bench with a problem with his knee, waited till a team came by. I know who you are. They prayed for him, and he was healed, of course, Absolutely. Isn't that amazing? Great story from Jesus Culture in Dallas. I just heard this morning, or yesterday, Friday. I'm going to get it right. It was sometime this week I heard this story. It's like the guy says, this morning. No, it was 6 months ago. Yeah. They were in Dallas, and there was a young lady in Jesus Culture, is a ministry to young people, and there's a young lady there who wore hearing aids. She could only hear with the help of hearing aids and actually had to read lips then, so it was very severe hearing impairment. And the Lord spoke to her that morning that she was going to find somebody with hearing aids, pray for them, and they would be healed. So she was all excited, and she went out on the treasure hunt that day, and she looked for somebody with hearing aids to pray for. And the whole time she's out there, she's looking for somebody with hearing aids, never found anybody with hearing aids, and came back and was really bummed, and came to the service that night and was just kind of bummed, probably thinking that she missed God, that God spoke to her, but it was, it was her imagination, or, whatever we do when we start to question ourselves. And the Lord spoke to her and says, "You're it. You're the treasure. You're the one that you get to find." And she went, "Oh, me?" And she took her hearing aids out and got opened her ears, just like that. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love that story. I love that. What a great report.